Peace and blessings. I'm Bossy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another scripting video. And today I wanted to share an excerpt from Shakti Gawain's Creative Visualization. This is the book that we're reading as we participate in our week-long scripting game. Now, the first time we did the scripting game, which was last year, many of us went way past 7 days. So as you get into this practice and habit of scripting out your desires and goals as if they are already happening now, focusing on how they feel, focusing on the details of the experience, and allowing yourself to really become immersed in this vision for yourself. Just know that this is probably one of those tools that you'll carry with you and maybe even adopt as a continual part of your practice for a good long while. So in my version of the book on page 17, the chapter is called How Creative Visualization Works. In order to understand how creative visualization works, it's useful to look at several interrelated principles. The physical universe is energy. The scientific world is beginning to discover what metaphysical and spiritual teachers have known for centuries. Our physical universe is not really composed of any matter at all. Its basic component is a kind of force or essence, which we call energy. Things appear to be solid and separate from one another on the level at which our physical senses normally perceive them. On finer levels, however, atomic and subatomic levels, seemingly solid matter is seen to be smaller and smaller particles within particles, which eventually turn out to be just pure energy. Physically, we are all energy, and everything within and around us is made up of energy. We are all part of one great energy field. Things which we perceive to be solid and separate are in reality just various forms of our essential energy, which is common to all. We are all one, even in a literal physical sense. The energy is vibrating at different rates of speed and thus has different qualities from finer to denser. Thought is a relatively fine, light form of energy and therefore very quick and easy to change. Matter is relatively dense, compact energy and therefore slower to move and change. Within matter, there is great variation as well. Living flesh is relatively fine, changes quickly, and is easily affected by many things. A rock is a much denser form, slower to change and more difficult to affect. Yet even rock is eventually changed and affected by the fine light energy of water, for example. All forms of energy are interrelated and can affect one another. Energy is magnetic. This is another principle. One law of energy is this: energy of a certain quality or vibration tends to attract energy of a similar quality and vibration. Thought and feelings have their own magnetic energy, which attracts energy of a similar nature. We can see this principle at work, for instance, when we accidentally run into someone we've just been thinking of, or happen to pick up a book which contains exactly the perfect information we need at that moment. Form follows idea. This is the third principle. Thought is a quick, light, mobile form of energy. It manifests instantaneously, unlike the denser forms such as matter. When we create something, we always create it first in a thought form. A thought or idea always precedes manifestation, such as, I think I'll make dinner, is the idea which precedes creation of a meal. I want a new dress precedes going and buying one. I need a job precedes finding one, and so on. An artist first has an idea or inspiration, then creates a painting. A builder first has a design, then builds a house. The idea is like a blueprint. It creates an image of the form, which then magnetizes and guides the physical energy to flow into that form and eventually manifests it on the physical plane. The same principle holds true even if we do not take direct physical action to manifest our idea. ideas. Simply having an idea or thought, holding it in your mind, is an energy which will tend to attract and create that form on the material plane. If you constantly think of illness, you eventually become ill. If you believe yourself to be beautiful, you become so. The law of radiation and attraction, fourth principle. This is a principle that whatever you put out into the universe will be reflected back to you. As you sow, so shall you reap. What this means from a practical standpoint is that we always attract into our lives whatever we think about most, believe in most strongly, expect on the deepest levels, and or imagine most vividly. When we are negative and fearful, insecure, or anxious, we will tend to attract the very experiences, situations, or people that we are seeking to avoid. If we are basically positive in mind, expecting and envisioning pleasure, satisfaction, and happiness, we will attract and create people, situations, and events which conform to our positive expectations. So the more positive energy we put into imagining what we want, the more it begins to manifest in our lives. Using creative visualization. The process of change does not occur on superficial levels through mere positive thinking, although I'm a big fan of positive thinking, and I think that when people try to discredit it, it's kind of weird, especially since it's clearly a positive thinking book. Anyways, it involves exploring, discovering, and changing our deepest, most basic attitudes towards life, which is why affirmations and subliminals are really, really good for us. It can help us create those mental changes, which then reflect in our physical circumstances and conditions. That is why learning to use creative visualization can become a process of deep and meaningful growth. In the process, we often discover ways in which we have been holding ourselves back, blocking ourselves from achieving satisfaction and fulfillment in life through our fears and negative concepts. Once seen clearly, these limiting attitudes can be dissolved through the creative visualization process, leaving space for us to find and live our natural state of happiness, fulfillment, and love. At first, you may practice creative visualization at specific times or for specific goals. As you get more in the habit of using it and begin to trust the results it can bring you, you will find that it becomes an integral part of your thinking process. It becomes a continuous awareness, a state of consciousness in which you know that you are the constant creator of your life. That is the ultimate power of creative visualization, to make every moment of our lives a moment of wondrous creation, in which we are just naturally choosing the best, the most beautiful, the most fulfilling lives we can imagine. So that is from Creative Visualization, which is the book recommendation that I offered you guys, in addition to our scripting game, Shakti Gawain. Shakti Gawain transitioned in 2018. It makes the reading of this book feel even more important to me. Not necessarily more special than it would be if she was still here, but certainly I think we need to be honoring this person who took time out of her life, who took time to write this and to gather these ideas and to share them with us. So I'm pulling from Mystics Imaginarium, an oracle deck created by Jen McCarty, based on the work of Neville Goddard. That's the reason I bought this, because I was like, I love Neville and his law of assumption, and talking about us working with our own imagination to produce the outcomes and desires that we crave most, create the things we desire most. I just feel like there's not going to be any bad card in this deck. Okay, so let's see what's on the top here. Okay, so we have 8, the kingdom is within, and 2, imagination is reality. So let me show you the cards. Okay, so first let's read the kingdom is within, which is card number 8. Build and destroy. I love that card. Number of infinity and abundance. The kingdom is within me. That's what the card says. The kingdom is within me. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Luke 17:12. Card number 8 carries a profound revelation, reminding us that the kingdom of eternal grace, often referred to as heaven, resides within each of us. A closer examination of the word heaven reveals its origin in the phrase heaved up, subtly alluding to its location within the head. This connection leads us to the realization that heaven is intricately linked to the powerful faculty of imagination. This card invites you to rest deeply in the profound knowledge that you carry within you the codes of paradise, and they are imprinted within your consciousness field. Drawing this card signifies a special moment of celebration and affirmation. Your higher self beckons you to embrace this truth wholeheartedly and to recite the following affirmation. The kingdom of heaven is within me. I possess all the keys to the kingdom of heaven. My Father and I are one. These affirmations serve as a key to unlock the profound divine potential that lies within you. As you engage in this exercise, you are likely to experience profound shifts and upgrades in your consciousness. By affirming your connection to the kingdom of heaven within, you align with the boundless spiritual resources and wisdom residing at your core. Pulling this card reminds you of your inherent divine nature and the limitless potential that lies within your consciousness. It encourages you to acknowledge and celebrate the kingdom of heaven residing within, accessible through the power of your imagination and your awareness. This card is an invitation to embrace your divine heritage and to tap into the wellspring of grace and wisdom that flows eternally within you. Today is the day to deeply celebrate the realization that heaven resides within your own head, your own consciousness. Heaven is a vibrational state that you have access to. What a joy and celebration it is to remember that heaven is not an external place. When you truly realize this, you become enlightened and all spiritual power is yours. And number 2, imagination is real. Imagination is reality. Imagination is the very gateway to reality. That is a Neville Goddard quote. Card number 2 serves as a gateway to understanding the profound connection between imagination and reality. It invites us to explore the power of I am within the word imagination, a concept echoed throughout the Bible where God is repeatedly referred to as I am. This card emphasizes that this divine power, this essence of God, resides within our ability to imagine. Drawing this card signifies that your higher self urges you to remember and embrace the extraordinary creative potential that dwells within your sacred imagination. It is a reminder that you possess the ability to shape your reality through the power of thought and visualization. To delve deeper into this message, find a quiet moment, close your eyes, and embark on a visualization journey. Imagine your deepest desires and dreams manifesting right before your eyes as if they are happening in real time. Engage all your senses in this experience. See the vivid colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, taste the flowers, and immerse yourself in the emotions associated with your desires. As you complete this visualization, release it with trust and faith. Repeat the affirmation with unwavering belief, and so it is. I trust that my desires are being magnetized to me. This affirmation is a declaration of your faith in the creative power of your imagination and the universe's ability to bring your desires to fruition. I love that last sentence. Okay. Faith in the creative power of your imagination and the universe's ability to bring your desires to fruition. Your faith in the universe's ability to bring your desires to fruition is a reminder that the universe is doing the heavy lifting here, and that imagination producing your reality is automatic. It's something that you can do on purpose or something you can do unconsciously. Most people, everyone is doing this. Everyone's imagination is producing the circumstances in their lives. It is automatic. You can't turn it off. It's happening all the time. What we're trying to do is to simply use this thing and do it on purpose. Do it with intention. Do it consciously. And create more of what we desire by working with this principle. Okay? And thinking about the things we desire and writing about them. Remember, your imagination is the bridge between your inner world and the external reality you wish to create. Embrace it fully, for within your imagination lies the potential to shape your destiny. Drawing this card signifies that a profound breakthrough is happening for you right now, and the life of your dreams is formulating and rapidly finding its way into your physical reality. Give unwavering thanks for this. I love that. Give unwavering thanks for this. I hope that you all are having a fantastic time with the scripting game, and I hope that you continue, and I hope that you are also reading Shakti Gawain's book. Such a good one. It's so good. I actually found a copy of it on Libby. So if you don't have, like, you just can't go pick it up, or the bookstore doesn't have it yet, you might be able to find it on your library's Libby system. All right. We'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.